And welcome, folks. It's March 28th, 2022. I'm here with Professor Dayton and his cute new puppy, Ranger. Hi, Ranger. Hello. This is some prime puppy time for you guys at home. Imagine my joy when I logged on today and saw Professor Dayton with Ranger. It's a good day. It's a good day. So
Not everyone knows that Professor Andy has a menagerie at all times at his house and huge
yes.
animal lover.
We have 6 dogs, 4 cats, 9 rescue birds. We have geese, which laid 2 eggs overnight. That was exciting. So we might soon have more geese, and we have chickens. So yeah, it's never a dull moment around here. But you're catching up there. You're closing the gap by getting a dog,
Yep, just the one.
just the one, but it's a start. They're a gateway drug. Yeah, well, welcome, class. I'm a little under the weather this week. I got a little cold. I probably should have kept my mask on in class, but we're gonna do our best. I should be there in person tomorrow, masked up. This week we're gonna finish up torts if you haven't already, and then we'll get into product liability. So that's another really interesting chapter. I did want to bring your attention to this fabulous story that Professor Dayton shared with me this past week. And this is out of Des Moines, caught on camera, substitute teacher saves choking fifth grader. So the first thing I want to say is that I don't think I have any kids, but if I if I had a son I didn't know about, this would probably be him. Just by the looks of it. But this is a fabulous story. It's about this wonderful substitute teacher who saw Andy Jr. here choking on a corn dog, and she performed a a Heimlich maneuver, which I can't show you here without possibly about 15 seconds of ads, but maybe we can get into it here. So there's some lunchroom footage. Here's Junior Andy. He's choking on the corn dog, and his substitute teacher, ever alert, hops in and gives him the Heimlich maneuver and dislodges the corn dog from his throat. So here she is demonstrating the maneuver, giving him kind of the thrusting motion here to dislodge the corn dog. So you're saying, what does this have to do about tort law? Well, excellent question. And now I'm not trained in CPR, but one of the things that I understand is that if you do the Heimlich motion correctly, you often break a rib or two on the person on which you are performing it. And would you be liable in tort? Would this teacher be liable in tort to Andy Jr. here for seizing him and performing this maneuver? And technically I suppose this is a battery, but we talked about different defenses. Obviously one is consent. As you can see, he's like, I'm choking on a corn dog, please help. But then also I was doing a little research, and Iowa has a Good Samaritan law for emergency assistance in an accident. So if a person in good faith renders emergency care or assistance without compensation, they shall not be liable for any civil damages for acts or omissions occurring at the place of an emergency or while the person is in transit to or from the emergency or accident. So this is a liability shield law to protect people like our Good Samaritan teacher. So I just thought that was a little interesting tort story. Obviously, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel for stories this week, but we did bring you a cute puppy.
Yeah.
So that's what we have this week. Professor Dayton, have you anything to add to this?
Not really. I mean, I think just sometimes when our class is there's a lot of stuff, right? You're getting 0.1% at a 40,000 foot level. So there's a lot of things. But sometimes when you step back and just think, like, what would make sense for people to have laws about? Well, okay, it makes sense that we should have a law about people not just getting punched in the face. but then it also makes sense that we want to encourage people to help each other and not be worried about legal liability. So if you're like, I sure hope there'd be a law about this woman helping him. And you know what? There is. So now the law doesn't always work that way. And there's plenty of unnecessary and crazy laws going on right now. But a lot of times, if you think about what makes sense from a policy standpoint, you might actually be able to answer some of the questions on the test.
Right.
So
This would make a good test question. I think I'll have to write something about the Good Samaritan law. Put that in
and
there.
Andy Jr., of
So
course.
it's Andy Jr. Isn't he a cute little fella?
Oh,
He's not as cute as Ranger, but man, just want to pinch his cheeks.
yeah.
So,
What are you gonna do?
well, all right, guys. We hope you have a wonderful week. I hope you stay healthy and warm in this blustery Iowa weather. And Professor Dayton and I will check back in with you next week. Have a great week. Bye-bye, Ranger. I'm out of here.
He's busy.
He's a good dog.